These billionaires started with absolutely nothing. Welcome to our channel, and today we are going to show you the top 10 billionaires who started with nothing. Number 10. Li Ka-shing. The Hong Kong billionaire made his fortune in real estate. He grew up in a poor family that lived in a one-room apartment in Hong Kong's Kowloon-walled city. He left school at age 12 to work full-time in his father's business. His father was a small-time manufacturer. After working for his dad for several years, he borrowed $21,000 from relatives and friends to start his own plastic manufacturing company. Today, Li is worth $36 billion. Number 9. Andrei Kertész. Born in Hungary, Kertész came from a poor family and was orphaned by the time he was 14 years old. He had to leave school early to help support his family. At age 20, he emigrated to Canada and landed a job working security at a casino. This is where he learned the ins and outs of gambling and how to beat the odds. Today, Andrei owns the A400 Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas and several other casinos throughout the world. He is also the owner of the Hungarian professional football club MTK Budapest. Andrei Kertész is worth an estimated $1 billion. Number 8. Shahid Khan. Shahid Khan is an American billionaire and the founder of Flex & Gate, a multinational automotive parts manufacturing company. Khan immigrated to the United States in 1980 after studying mechanical engineering in Pakistan. He had only $8,000 to his name when he moved to the U.S. In the early days, he worked as a janitor and drove a cab to make ends meet while he focused on growing his business. Flex & Gate supplies parts to automakers like Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler. Khan is also the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars NFL team and the English football club Wolverhampton Wanderers. His net worth is $8.5 billion. Number 7. Pierre Omidyar. Pierre is best known as the founder of eBay. He has always been interested in technology and coding. After studying political science in college, he went to work as a software engineer at an investment bank in New York City. There he met his wife, Pam, who was also a programmer. When the dot-com bubble burst, Omidyar lost his job, but instead of looking for another job, he decided to focus on his personal project. He had started an online auction site called Auction Web in 1995. At first it was just a hobby, but he realized there was potential to grow the platform into a large business. He spent a year developing the site before launching it again in September 1997, this time under the name eBay. It took off almost immediately. Number 6. Zhang Zhidong. Zhang is known as the most successful self-made woman in China. She was born in a rural village and became an orphan at a young age. She married a man from the neighboring village, and together they had 2 children. However, her husband died when she was pregnant with their second child, so she was left to fend for herself. She began raising silkworms to earn money, then expanded to mushroom farming. When China introduced economic reforms in the late 1970s, Zhang took advantage of the new opportunities and opened a shoe factory. She used her life savings of $1,800 to buy a sewing machine and hire workers. Her shoes were well made and sold well in local markets. As her business grew, she continued to reinvest profits back into the business and expanded her product line. Today, Zhang's company, Taiping Bird, is one of the largest footwear manufacturers in the world. It produces more than 6 million pairs of shoes each year. She is also involved in several philanthropic endeavors. In 2008, she established the Bluebird Foundation to provide education and health care to impoverished children. Zhang's net worth is $1.7 billion. Number 5. Yu Ming. Yu is a Chinese entrepreneur and the founder of Yuzu, a leading e-commerce company based in China. Yu grew up in poverty and had to drop out of school to work in a textile factory. He saved up enough money to enroll in night school where he studied accounting. This gave him the skills he needed to land a job working for a state-owned trading company. In 1993, he was promoted to manager of the company's computer department. Seeing an opportunity to tap into the rising popularity of the internet, he convinced the company to let him establish an internet-based trading platform. With the support of the company, he launched the website, which quickly became one of the most popular B2B platforms in China. In 2000, Yu founded Yuzu, one of China's leading e-commerce companies. Today, Yuzu operates several online marketplaces, serving buyers and sellers across China. Yu is worth $2.6 billion. Number 4. Chen Tianqiao. Chen is a Chinese billionaire and the founder of Shanghai Fosun International, one of China's largest conglomerates. Chen grew up during China's Cultural Revolution and was sent to the countryside to work as a farmer. After the revolution ended in 1976, he returned to Shanghai and enrolled in Fudan University, where he studied economics. After graduating, he worked for a state-owned pharmaceutical company. In 1987, he left the company to start his own import-export trading business. He focused on trading medical equipment, which proved to be very profitable. Chen reinvested his earnings back into the business and expanded into other industries such as insurance, pharmaceuticals, and chemicals. Today, Fosun International is one of the largest conglomerates in China with interests in over 20 industries. Chen's net worth is $13 billion. Number 3. Cheng Yu-tung. Cheng is a Hong Kong billionaire and the founder of the gaming and property conglomerate, the Chow Tai Fook Enterprises. Cheng was born in Guangdong, China. When he was 12 years old, he fled with his family to Hong Kong to escape the Japanese occupation. Life was tough in Hong Kong, and the family struggled to make ends meet. Cheng left school at age 14 to work in his father's casino. The family business was illegal, so Cheng was constantly on the run from the police. When his father was arrested, Cheng took over the family business. He continued to expand the business and eventually moved into legitimate gambling by opening casinos in Macau. In addition to gambling, Cheng expanded into jewelry retail with the launch of the Chow Tai Fook brand. Today, Chow Tai Fook is one of the largest jewelry retailers in the world. The company also has interests in hotels, property development, and banking. Cheng's net worth is $22 billion, or number 2. Paul Allen. Paul Allen co-founded Microsoft with Bill Gates and Paul G. Allen. But most people don't know about his amazing rags-to-riches story. Paul grew up in poverty, and his parents divorced when he was just 11 years old. He bounced around from one relative's house to another for several years. By the time he was a teenager, he had developed an interest in computers and taught himself how to code. He attended the Lakeside School, an elite private school in Seattle. Ironically, it was here that he met Bill Gates. They became close friends and shared a passion for computers. Together, they came up with the idea for Microsoft in 1975. Each invested $1,000 to start the company. Paul owned 14% of Microsoft at its peak. His stake was worth $18 billion. He stepped down from the board of directors in 2000 to focus on his other interests, including his band, which performed cover songs. Paul Allen is worth $20 billion. Number 1. Kirk Kerkorian. Widely regarded as one of the greatest investors of all time, Kerkorian was born in Fresno, California in 1917. His parents were Armenian immigrants. The family lived in a small 2-bedroom house and struggled financially during the Great Depression. At age 12, Kerkorian dropped out of school to help support his family. He got a job driving a truck for a produce company. Later, he became a truck driver for the Works Progress Administration, a government agency created by President Franklin D. Roosevelt to provide jobs to unemployed Americans. Kerkorian saved enough money to enlist in the U.S. Army Air Corps during World War II. He trained to become a pilot and flew combat missions in Europe. After the war, Kerkorian returned home and bought a small share in a small airline. He worked his way up to becoming president of the company. In 1968, Kerkorian sold his shares in the airline and began investing in the stock market. He focused on buying shares in undervalued companies and waiting for the market to correct. Over the years, he built up a huge fortune. In 1984, he purchased MGM Grand Hotels and transformed it into one of the biggest hotel and casino chains in the world. Carey also had investments in the automotive industry, owning shares in General Motors, Chrysler, and Ford. He is also the founder of the Lindsay Foundation, a charitable organization that provides funding to medical research institutions. Kirk Kerkorian passed away in 2015 at the age of 98. At the time of his death, his net worth was $4 billion. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.